Oh, there's the seal.
So, okay, so red means you can't use physical attacks, blue means you can't use magic.
I forget what the spell. I forget what it's called because like when you hit by the magic one, that's silence. But I forget what is it called when you can't use physical attacks.
I wouldn't know. Thankfully, limits in limit.
Any previous foe. Yeah, fucking.
Yeah.
Maddie, what is that? What is that? You know that trap in the Palace of the Dead that steals your magic and your attack?
Yes.
So, what's it called when you're hit by the attacks? When your attacks can't work?
God dang it.
Oh shit. It's a common spell and I should actually know its name, but
I know it's mute or silence. I know it's mute or silence with the magic.
The physical ones are just very hard for me to remember, so I'm not quite sure.
Give me a hill, that'll be nice.
Oh, Robin Williams, we miss you.
Yeah. Well, it's not him though.
I know, but still. Oh, Dave Castellaneta does a pretty decent genie. I'm not gonna give him too much flack. I once listened to a 30-minute loop of this song, and I was just...
Oh, the song.
It's, yeah. It's just like trying to provoke, like show off, like, Taro's just completely ticked off at Xehanort.
Like, he lost his body and then he just became this ultimate badass.
Yeah. Ah! I thought he was gonna do the punch thing.
No, I hate to break it to you, but Lingering Will is completely random. Anytime the fight restarts, his pattern changes. He's based in his first, he has like a crap load of attacks, and he randomly selects like up to like, I don't know, 3 specific attacks to do.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is basically only his first phase.
Yeah, when he goes into the second phase, he does everything.
Alright, I'm actually going to look up the moveset so I can tell you what you're in for.
Nice.
Maddie, I think it's Pacify.
That would make sense, yeah.
The one where we can't use physical attacks.
Oh, be careful, he has a desperation move. I'm just letting you know, you're not near that yet, but he's got one of those, so...
Oh yeah, actually, no, it's fun to mention this now. Lingering Will, how much damage you do to Lingering Will actually isn't based off how much damage you can do, like, in one strike. It's actually based off how the combo goes.
Yeah.
Which is why you should have decent combos and...
Every single hit landed on the combo extends it until he can move freely again. He basically the damage is gonna go constantly going up.
Yeah.
So like every single hit you do like during like a Whirligoo, for example, builds it up.
Yeah.
Which is why this is also the best because to finish those damage.
Yeah. Keep in mind it has to be on the ground though.
Yeah.
The air combos will still build it up like normally, but because of I was about to say Pumpkin Hill. Genie might help with this.
Save me, Dave Castellaneta.
I know he has like a cannon. Yeah, that thing is called Ultimate Cannon.
Yeah.
It's actually ultimate limit break. It's ultimate shot lock, if I'm correct.
Yeah, you can use that in Birth by Sleep. I don't know how you get it, but
it's the same. I think it's by doing all the arena missions as him because that's how we got Aquas.
Oh my god, it's got his enemy type. It's a somebody. Huh.
What the fuck? Harry, what is this you sent me?
What?
Yeah, it's an image of like Professor Oak with
Oh, I was on just a Pancake's Twitter feed.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm downloading that.
He's doing his limit break or desperation move.
I'm showing Maddie this.
Alright, so basically,
Alright, the
That's for DM.
Lingering Will, like Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix's other secret bosses, is difficult to defeat. Its most basic moves are attacking with its Keyblade, Ends of the Earth, which is painful to look at, using a combo attack almost identical to Sora's. Though it instead turns its Keyblade into a drill-like object for the forward thrust combo finisher and can fly at very high speeds.
I forget what it's called.
Alright, so here we go.
But
It can turn into a whip that does less damage than the blade form, but its greater speed and range makes up for it. In addition, the Lingering Will can also use
Let Maddie
Ultimate
finish.
Cannon Shotlock as an attack.
Sorry.
Sora, however, cannot deflect this back at the Lingering Will, which leaves it very vulnerable. The Lingering Will can also transform its Keyblade into a Keyblade glider that lets it fly extremely fast. Can't talk, it's hard. A cog-like object that spins around so fast that if Sora gets hit by it once, the rest of the hits will also hit Sora. The Lingering Will can also conjure a ritual-like attack. In this attack, the Lingering Will enters a berserk-like state, similar to Sayex's berserk technique. Its arm, gauntlets, and helmet will emit a bright red aura, and then it can split its Keyblade into 2 weapons. This, when added with its combos, makes it extremely lethal. Oh boy. In this attack, the Lingering Will is only vulnerable after completing an attack or deflecting the cannon form Keyblade Shotlock back at it. Any other time that you attack it, the attack will be nullified. While in the berserk-like state, the last few attacks of the Will's rapid combo can be blocked by Sora regularly, although it will take evading the first 2 slashes before it warps away with and very precise timing.
Oh god.
Like that.
Come on.
It's especially important to remember that, like, if Lingering Will catches you in a combo, don't do anything until you hit the ground.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Donald.
It can also create an unusual looking seal that either creates an orange or blue orb. An orange orb causes Sora to be unable to attack, and a blue orb prevents Sora from using magic or items.
Oh, it
You can
prevents
also use
items
magic,
too?
for example. Yeah, it prevents items.
That said, I think you can still use Limit.
For
When the
when he's
Lingering Will is doing a... Here you go.
when he blocks your magic, or what do you mean?
Yeah, when he blocks your magic, he can't use items.
Right.
No, I'm saying, like, I think you'll still use Limit.
Yeah, when your magic is blocked, you can still use the limit breaks in limit form because they count as magic for some reason. Right.
But he'll at this point in the phase, by the way, he'll usually he's what I said earlier. This guy's the definition of the revenge factor.
Yeah.
He does the sorry, is it when he's you really need to watch. Oh man, not.
Escape, otherwise you'll be instantly killed.
Yes! Like I said though, like you'll often cancel out even that whip or something like that.
Yeah. Like when you usually get like 2 combos or so, usually retaliates from this. Yeah, just wait for him to
Okay,
finish.
he can use Blizzaga and Magnia, so be careful about that too.
And he loves doing this, by the way, at the end of the fight.
Yeah. Yeah, and he does Blizzaga when he's in the Keyblade glider, which he hasn't really done at all.
Interestingly, when it strikes Sora with its Keyblade, or Keyblades, most of its combos resemble Sora's combos, most notably the Valor form and Final form combos. It should be noted that all of the Lingering Will's attacks can be blocked or evaded with precise blocking.
Let's go!
Woo! Woo!
Oh my god!
Was that only the second try?
Yes, I think so.
Go, Harry!
I didn't even finish.
Come on. That's it. Your power. That's what I felt with Phoenix.
You poked me, you bitch.
And now I'll sit here.
I'll just wait here for like
Look
another
at my
year.
abs.
I'll just wait here for like a year or so and wait for free, I guess.
What, 10 years?
Well, that's then.
Prove a connection.
I mean, you can rematch him if you want.
And
but
our
just
that's our final prize, folks.
Yep. We've officially been in the game.
Yay! I was expecting it to go longer, honestly.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I wasn't even finished my explanation.
I fought this boss so many times, I know basically all his tricks.
Pause the game. Check your journal. Here's the links.
Yeah.
Yes!
Look at that. Yes!
Conquer.
100%. Oh, I want to read this. I want to read this.
Go ahead.
A mysterious man who appeared in the portal within Disney Castle. Clad in armor, he controls the Keyblade and its power with more ears than Sora. Look at that model in its glory.
Yeah.
He also
He's really tall. Holy shit. He's really giant.
I think he got taller.
Mm. And there's no,
Sorry,
that's the
I had a
last
glitch.
character link as well. Woo!
Oh, there's no big journal though.
There's no Mickey logo on that one. That's depressing. That's depressing, man.
Oh well, at least now you have proof that you've conquered the whole game.
Let's get rid of that. Get
Oh.
rid of that new as well.
Now we need to see if we can now we need to see what triggers the thing,
I think we just have to beat Zemnis again.
which we're just gonna buy. So see you in a second, folks. Okay, first of all, I just want to say, all that and then Mickey.
Yeah, I love that ending, that secret ending. Oh, I'm not gonna, I don't want to deafen people. Yeah, I love that secret ending so much. It's easily my favorite in the series, and even though, yeah, we've already played Birth by Sleep, we're not, obviously not gonna do that a second time, but, we've already seen, like, what that scene is meant to be, but just seeing that played out in CG is just amazing.
Yeah, that is phenomenal. Matt, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the artwork, and I'm just noticing how dark Zaldin and Xemnas look in this artwork right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that cutscene was beautiful.
Yeah.
You only see
and
snippets of it in the Birth by Sleep intro.
Yeah,
you
by
get
the way,
snippets of it.
kind of weird though how, like, you know, they pick up all those keyblades in the first half of it, but then it's like they're gone now.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Because in Birth by Sleep, they never picked those up in the first place, so it's, I don't know.
It's even weird that the mobile game for Kingdom Hearts is canon.
That's another bag of worms, though. I'm not getting into that.
Yeah. You only, then look at that. Mickey didn't save us at all.
Yep, 100%. Jiminy's journal! Yay! Gummy roots, no one cares.
Yeah.
Killed party members 160 times. Let me guess, that was
Unintentionally.
I think...
Donald, you suck.
I wonder how many times we've used all the forms, because last time Wisdom form was the most, I think.
21 Annie forms and 69 Chicken Little.
Oh, that's a perfect number to end
Is
on.
that a hand? Is that a
69,
hand on Donald's shoulder
yeah.
right now? Is that a hand right there
Oh,
on
what?
Donald's shoulder? Whose hand is that?
That's Sora's.
Okay, because it just the way this artwork is like framed and drawn just looks a little conspicuous.
What did it say? What did it say? Loading what?
I'm just saving.
Aw, yeah.
The game's officially over.
We did it!
Yep.
Yep.
The game's
Kingdom
officially
Hearts
over.
2 is done and done.
Yeah. Yeah. And, oh, that was a long ride. The Dream Drop is not even gonna be... It's gonna be, like, maybe a quarter of this.
Half at most.
Yeah, half at most. It's a lot shorter in comparison. Around the same length, around a similar length of BBS, maybe a bit shorter than even that, but
That was a fun ride, though.
yeah, that was a really fun ride. There are a few issues here and there. Like I've said before, like there are some parts of Jiminy's journal that just baffle me, but
Oh no. The item grinding for the synthesis lists.
well, I kind of expected something like that, but at least the game tells you about that if you're willing to like look at the list and all that. But like my main issue was just the minigame thing. Like when you do a minigame once for the story, it should tell you right away after that what the point requirement is, because like it's just guessing work.
Yeah, we might have had to do the Hades Cup twice in potential if I didn't look it up.
Yeah, like I we talked mainly like a lot of our thoughts, but I guess just to quickly wrap up with thoughts about the post game. I think it's really well done. I like the fact that you have these puzzle pieces that you can go out and find, and get filling those out gives you a lot of really good rewards that you'd want in post game. I think the optional bosses are like gradually build up in difficulty, and they really make you test your knowledge of this game's mechanics, and that I really do enjoy finding the data fights and Lingering Will because of that. Like, they don't feel cheap necessarily. They're hard as hell, and I made this look a lot easier than it actually is because I practiced this a lot. But yeah, they're really nice challenges, and they are worthy for being like end game bosses, and you know, you feel really good when you beat them your first time. Lingering Will especially.
I think what you said, one problem is you kind of wish there was more than just the organization fights.
Not necessarily in this.
In the context of the game, I understand why only them, I guess.
Yeah, well, no, I understand that in this game's case, there's enough optional bosses to satisfy me. Like, you have Absent Silhouette, you have Sephiroth, Data Fights, and Lingering Will. And, there's a lot of post-content in this game as is. But I had a little thought one time, I remember saying, like, a thing in Kingdom Hearts 3 that would be nice if they did something like that, like the Data Fights with every story boss in the game or something like that. Like, that might be too much to ask for, but like something like that would be nice. But I'm not gonna hold my breath over that. But yeah, in terms of like post content, Kingdom Hearts 3 has a lot to live up to beat this.
Yeah. You know, like the later games do have something to do at least post content, because like we can get everything done in one run in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
Which I do kind of appreciate in terms of like a completion sake, so we don't have to, just sit for the credits just to do more again eventually.
Yeah.
But like each of the later games do add something, like like Birth by Sleep has the Venus Remnant, the other stuff in the Mirage Arena, etc. Like, say what you will about them themselves, but
yeah, the actual bosses themselves leave a lot to be desired, but the fact that they're there is cool.
Yeah.
Like, there's a Birth by Sleep has quite a lot of optional content for you to do. Like, Kingdom Hearts 1 as well. Like we said, like you can do all that stuff before Ansem, but there is a lot of side content to do that's not relevant to the story, and I think in general, like, Kingdom Hearts has a good track record for post content. A few games notwithstanding, mainly Rechain and Dream Drop, but still.
Rechain just had that very one long gauntlet in Hollow Bastion.
What, Rechain of Memories?
Not Rechain, sorry.
Oh, Recoded.
Recoded had that one long gauntlet.
I can't really say what's the case with Days or Recoded, because as soon as I beat both of those games, I dropped them.
The less you have to play Days, the better.
Yeah, I was just rushing through that at a halfway point, really. But yeah.
The only post-game thing we really have in Dream Drop is just the refine the bosses, which is something that you said you hope Freak will do.
Yeah,
and
I think they gives you more health.
Yeah, and Julius.
And the less said about him, I'll run about him when we get to that. But yeah.
Yeah, but the next thing, I'm sorry, Maddie, but like this is like the thing, we're done now.
Well, before we go into what we're doing next, Maddie should say something.
Yeah, what do you think about the post game?
Okay, here we go. All right. I've never done the post game because my PS3 died. My PS3 died, and I was at the Roxas fight, and I'm really sad about it. But post game, it seems like a decent chunk of what a post game should be.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like your typical RPG where it's like post game where you have to run around and do all these question lists and blah 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 and all that ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, sorry, but even worse with like old school games where it's just like the end, and then it's on an infinite the end screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. like Donkey Kong Country.
Oh god.
But I'm really impressed with the way you handled Lingering Will. I was expecting more death. Honestly, my body was ready for more death.
Me too,
If this was my first run, you would have been here for like 5 hours straight.
Alright, and as I stated before many times, the story is good. Bit of clumsiness here and there in regards to some of the world. It feels like some of the worlds might have been, like, the first visits are very solid. Second visits seem a little bit sloppy. I think the only strong ones, in my opinion, from my experience, are actually Space Paranoids and Beast's Castle, where they feel like the strongest and the most well written. And then some of them, like Pride Lands, is just like a whole freaking mess.
I think
Go this way. Oh, go do that thing. Hey, go up there. Go fight Pete or something. Go fight Scar's ghost, which is stupid. They could have picked something from, like, I don't know.
Lion King 2 or something.
Yeah, it's just Pride Lands was. I love Pride Land. I love The Lion King. It's my favorite movie, but they could have done something better with most of the second visits. Like, I know everybody's tired of Atlantica, but I have a soft spot for Atlantica. I love Atlantica. But
I like the characters in Atlantica. The world itself, I can take or leave it.
I could sit in that world and listen to the music all day.
Oh yeah, I would agree with that easily. I love the music in Atlantica, but the world itself, I'm not a fan of. In either this or two.
But my favorite.
Either this or one, rather.
But it's better. It's much better than one, right? Because Ursula's a pain in the ass to fight in one.
It's easier than one. I'll give you that, but I don't know. It's a pick your poison, really.
It followed the movie more than the first one did.
That's true.
Now, I'm still going. Data fights, they're okay. It's a typical standard fare, toot your horn. But, it was really weird having the absent silhouettes and then having the data fights. It was like pretty much going through the same rigmarole, only harder. Like, maybe you could have had, like, a like a replica battle of the bosses, some of them the good ones, and then it's like, oh, well, we may not. But if Kingdom Hearts 3 does it, it's going to be really weird, because if Mother Gothel is the villain of the world, which she probably is going to be, let's hope she's not a boss, and let's hope we just kick her off a cliff and she just dies. I do not want to fight her.
Well, like literally, like the witch, like the evil queen in Snow White.
I'm gonna throw
no, I literally actually got the movie.
Oh man.
I'm gonna throw you in this mirror. I do hope, in terms of content, that Kingdom Hearts 3 will hold up to the standard that Kingdom Hearts fans have so desperately wanted and deserved. We may all say that, oh, Dream Drop Distance ruined the ending. Not necessarily. Dream Drop is by far, as many fans would state, is one of the better Kingdom Hearts games that they've had in a long time.
I disagree with a lot of things that people have said about Dream Drop. I'm gonna be there are some things that I do agree with, but for the most part I'm gonna be defending that game quite a bit. I think it's very underrated.
Yep.
Who's up for Riku character development? I am!
Yeah.
But
I'm looking forward to that.
Yes. But one of my favorite standpoints out of the Kingdom Hearts series is the music. The composers do so good that they can recreate these tracks, especially for Final Mix. Like, they recreated the tracks for the worlds. They don't sound anything like the original. Like, the most jarring comparison I have is Space Paranoids. The Final Mix version doesn't sound as, like, chippy and 80s attack sound kind of sound. It didn't sound like that. It sounded more synth, if you will.
Yeah. And
then...
I'm sorry, but Harry, can you do me a small favor during this part?
What's that?
Just put over the original version of working together while we're talking.
Big Apple, 3 a.m. Anyway,
this is so funny.
My favorite musical piece is, it's just titled Riku, It's like when he changes back, it's just so powerful. It actually made me cry. I'm not kidding. That moment made me cry because I'm like, he's back, he's back.
I wasn't
oh my
back.
This series clearly affects people in some capacity because I hear so many stories of like people going to the orchestra event and them having to leave the room because it got too emotional.
Better to the heavens.
Yeah, stuff like that, and like that and I forget what Roxas' theme is called, but those two in particular.
You ever promised?
The Other Promise, yeah. Those two would get people a lot. I think, but like even just for me listening to The Other Promise, I get a bit misty-eyed. But you know.
Yeah, but my favorite track obviously is just titled Riku, and it's if you can, in your spare time, if you ever get the chance, I recommend viewers to go and listen to the original vanilla soundtrack and then compare it to the final mix version.
Yeah.
And just see for yourself the
differences.
It's very dope. Yeah, I've heard a few vanilla songs myself, and there's a massive difference.
Especially if you do like Land of Dragons.
Yeah.
It actually sounds more authentic and not very, MIDI sounding.
Yeah, I really love the soundtrack in this game. The 2.5 version specifically. It's really good. Like I sometimes go back to listen to some tracks from Kingdom Hearts 1 and Dream Drop, but I go back to this one the most. Like, I think it has the most iconic tracks overall, and
the most emotion, because
Yeah.
a composer's way of communication is music, and if they're not making you cry or making you feel some sort of emotion, they're doing a terrible job.
yeah. Is there anything else you had to say? I think we pretty much covered it.
No.
Yeah.
I must end off with this. Riku is Bay, and I'm done.
I guess one other thing I can say, I wish there were. Well, I've said this before in the playthrough, but I may as well say it again. I wish there were more areas like the Cavern of Remembrance. I thought that was really cool, being able to like do platforming and stuff in an area that feels like it would belong in Kingdom Hearts 1, like a bit wider than an area in that game, but it felt similar to that. So like more areas like that would have been nice, and I hope 3 can satisfy me in that regard. But
that aerial summon in 3 looks really pretty.
that does look really nice, but we'll see what happens with 3. I don't know, but yeah. Unless you guys got anything else to say.
Nope.
Okay, so
If I actually use this, I will cut someone.
yeah, so that's the end of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, and I'm not sure when we're gonna get to the recoded movie. Probably in the coming weeks, but we're not. Yeah, and we're gonna get scrappy on that because it's like another 3-hour movie or something like that, and
We're taking a break.
yeah, and well, we're gonna take a long break before Dream Drop, but recoded we can do whenever because we're not actually playing it. But
Yeah. Jesus Christ, 72 hours. That's literally 3 days of playtime.
yeah, this is a long game.
Sounds like a Neverwinter Nights campaign. I had to restart my file on Neverwinter Nights because I was playing the game wrong. I had to go through everything and restart.
Yeah, we weren't kidding when this game was long, folks, but yeah, what else can I say?
72 hours.
Yeah, but yeah, in the coming, I don't know when this is gonna go up.
Oh no, this is not going up for several months probably. This video in particular.
Yeah, so.
While we are here, before we end off, any speculations for any other worlds for Kingdom Hearts 3? Any worlds that you personally want to show up?
Alright, just to be quick about this, let's go with like well, not necessarily top 3, but like 3 worlds we'd want. Let me see. I'm trying to think of Disney movies at the moment, because like they're mostly doing new worlds, So
Anything after Big Hero 6 is not getting included from what I've heard.
yeah. Okay. So things I personally want. Wreck-It Ralph would be nice.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna do Frozen, but I don't know, because like a lot of the main ones I'd want are already there.
And they're supposedly doing
Incredibles,
like
that could work. That's Disney Pixar.
Wait, what's that?
Incredibles.
Oh yes, Incredibles. I'd love that so much. Third one.
This is gonna be a bit of a stretch, but Brother Bear. I personally love that movie, but it may not happen.
Kind of
I'm
weird
just-
choice.
I'm just gonna be a complete plank, and I know this is probably not gonna happen, but Star Wars, because I can't think of anything else.
I only have one. Sorry, Mom.
It's probably not gonna happen because I think Disney's just gonna stick close enough to Disney properties.
I think
And
it
the
could happen. I think it could happen post 3, but I think with 3 they're just gonna stick with Disney and Pixar.
I mean, we're getting Toy Story finally. Our childhood
Story and
dreams are coming true.
Yeah, Toy Story and Monsters Inc. is I'm really looking forward to those. Like there was gonna be a Toy Story world since the start of the series. There was supposed to be a world in Kingdom Hearts 1.
And we always look at a summoning too.
Yeah, at least final.
Yeah, and then it got scrapped, and now, oh god, it's just gonna be so
finally
amazing when we get to the world. Who's gonna cry? I'm not gonna be ashamed that I'm going to cry.
It's gonna be great. Yeah, I think in vanilla. I think Kingdom Hearts 1. I think Pixar at first with Toy Story just said no.
Or perhaps that
By the way,
PS2 couldn't handle what they were actually going to plan for that specific.
I think we're kind of
whatever.
done. I think we're kind of done with the recording because I kind of want to talk about other stuff off camera.
Well, we're quickly just going off like the Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff.
Well, yeah, because like you said, the kind of movies that I'd want.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
I'm just saying like 3 in particular to keep it simple.
Yeah, I know.
Disney's Atlantis. Disney's Atlantis: The Lost Empire. That would be
What?
awesome.
That would be nice.
You've never seen that movie? Oh my
No,
god!
I was paying attention. What?
Disney's Lost
Atlantis:
Empire.
The Lost Empire.
Yeah, Atlantis
Yep.
Lost Empire.
Treasure Planet will.
Yeah. Treasure Planet would also be good.
Oh, yeah, Treasure Planet.
I watched Atlantis in the most weird way ever. Like I had this is going way off topic for a second, but I had this PS1 disc or something of like a Atlantis game, and it was like those weird games where like the main bulk of it is just a movie, and then this other stuff is just like drawing pictures or something. So like I watched.
Oh, you mean like Sonic X on the Game Boy cartridge?
Pretty much. Pretty much. It's like I played the movie, watched the whole thing, and throughout the whole thing I was just like, okay, when do I get to play this? It was funny.
Ah,
The
Metal Gear
movie is
Solid,
so
right?
underrated, but I love it.
I don't remember anything from the movie though. That's all I remember from it. That was like, I got confused and I thought it was an actual game.
See, Milo Thatch is like the best protagonist because he's clumsy, he makes mistakes, but then he's allowed to be like this nerdy badass, and I'm just like, yes.
But anyway, before we like drag this on too much, you two do your world things.
You said the first two I want to do, and like, let me think.
Princess and the Frog?
I wouldn't mind that.
Wouldn't mind, but. Well, then again, I'm kind of overthinking or underthinking things because no, not overthinking things because I gotta remember not every world will necessarily have a partner.
Well, okay. Well, key things like what's one of your favorite Disney movies that hasn't been in the series?
Emperor's New Groove.
Oh yes, yes.
Oh, that'd be so amazing!
Oh, okay. I'm replacing Star Wars with that now. Because that's actually
Boom, baby!
That's actually plausible.
Oh, we're gonna see Billy Crystal.
Oh man,
Not Billy Crystal. Who was it?
at the very least,
David Spade.
At the very
Yeah, David
least, I want like Cusco or something to be a summon.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's
No
just that
touchy.
Disney has such a very wide library, and they can just
Speed music.
pick
Ah,
Robin Hood. Robin Hood.
Oh yeah, right.
they have a lot to pull from, like.
Jungle Book. There's so many things.
Yeah, they had a scratch Jungle Book level actually. That's a good point.
Yeah, Jungle Book was going to be in Birth by Sleep. It was a scrapped world, so I wouldn't be surprised if they took those assets, fleshed it out more, and put it in 3. So that's possible.
All right, so I think we've blabbed on enough. Let's finish
Yeah.
up.
Wait, have you done your world story, Maddie?
Yes, I have. But I will still say this: I recommend going back and listening to the vanilla soundtrack and then comparing it to Final Mix. That is your homework. That is your homework, viewers. If whatever this goes up, that is your homework.
Probably in like a few.
If anybody
What's
watches
the
this-
got tickets right now? If that means
It's
anything.
probably gonna. It probably won't be up and be finishing until like E3 time if I had to guess. But yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we're gonna be taking a long, at least a month break before Dream Job. I can tell you that much. But yeah, I can finally focus on other things.
Finally finished Xenoblade Chronicles.
I can finally finish Xenoblade. I can finally go back and record the rest of Mario.
Bam.
The rest of Mario DS and play through
I found Tiny Outhouse.
and play through the rest of Cuphead, and also Jason's doing things. I guess I don't know.
I'll feed them, Mom. Mother, I'll feed them. Sorry. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
I'll see you guys on Discord.
Yeah. Well, not you 5 people watching this, but you know. Okay, bye.